Hello, chaps. Gonna have to be a bit quiet because it's a little bit past midnight. But let's see where we're at. This is turn 27, and everyone played the last turn in 6 hours because we're at the weekend, I guess. Now let's see what happened here. Okay, so we won this pretty convincingly. That's nice. Our backgammon shows looks like a lot of them retreated, and a lot of them died on the retreat, and more died in battle, so we basically only have the Coerni left. But they seem to have accounted for themselves pretty well here. Now let's look at what we're up against. So this is obviously a Titan. I'm guessing she was geared. It looks like she got HP routed by her army dying. So these look like really good troops. Well, maybe just okay, but definitely solid troops. They've got glamour, they've got pretty decent stats. They are size 3, so they're not completely overwhelming, but they're pretty solid. Then you have this, again pretty solid, but not amazing. Hang on, this will be crap because we're in heat. And these are kind of okay, but again, they'll lose a lot of strength because they're in a warm province. And you'll see how basically all the kills come from the Dra Lass Sacreds. The War Mammoth, goodness, this War Mammoth didn't... There's 3 War Mammoths, and they achieved very little. It's quite surprising. Let's have a look at how things actually turned out. Looks like I should probably put my Dione further forward. Like this battle, they basically didn't participate in this battle. Oh, that's funny. Did they actually? Okay, it's the demons that are throwing these fires. Now, what was really strange here is that these mammoths routed so promptly. So here he is, trampling the Coerni. It's already at 1 HP. Cripes, what the hell happened there? That's impressive. And then they just instantly rout, despite having... Like, they had 14 morale, and they instantly routed from one of them almost dying. So I think I actually just got very lucky there. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to look at the enemy commander. I just bit my tongue by accident. That's a bit retarded. So she's actually not geared at all, so she's just coming along as a spellcaster. She casts Iron Skin, Flying Shards again. So, again, I guess this isn't a very skilled game because we have an enemy Titan not really scripted to do anything. Why would you turn up to battle not geared and not doing anything? At least I can blood hunt with mine if I'm feeling clueless like this. We have a reef of sunken ships. Hey, even more chaff. Hey, wait, 50 gold per turn. That's nice. And what's also nice is that Bird doesn't have any more troops on the way that we can see, and this fortification has also been breached. So the Bakemono looks like they're all the ones that, yeah, we've got 18 here, we've got some here. I'll move them back. I feel kind of bad for them now. Actually, let's put them, yeah, on top of those guys. And these Coerni, whoops, what have I done? Yeah, let's put them here. Looks like these Coerni spawned last turn, along with this one. I guess I'll put these guys... they were casting fire darts last time, which was pretty stupid. So I'll change their script to the important things. Iron Skin. Actually, no, I won't do Iron Skin. I'll do this, just in case the enemy has... Actually, do they all have Death 3? They do all have Death 3. Just in case the enemy has some air elementals, Iron Skin could really get them killed very nastily, including their spirit form. So I'll do Invulnerability, Body of Flames, very good one. The ethereal one I keep on banging on about. End of Courage, Temper Flesh, yeah, Temper Flesh, and Temper Armor. Isn't there a Temper Armor? Yeah, here it is. So this will be their scripts, and I'll put them further forward as well, so that they definitely like bear the brunt of the fighting instead of the little guys doing all of the work and taking all the casualties. These guys are more durable, so they can do more of the work. Got a Storm Castle. This guy can turn up to cast Divine Blessing on them. Maybe I should really have someone doing Maintain Siege. So I think I'll send Yukimasa over to maintain the siege, just in case we lose the siege. I want to maintain it under siege. Another thing I could do is I could raid these adjacent provinces. Looks like Mashaka is kind of... Where is his capital? It must be down here somewhere. I could attack him here, and that would have two effects. One is that it would piss him off a bit against me. He'd probably try to ally with Bird against me if I did that, so I'd better not do that. Another thing is that storming the castle with 4 Dione might be overkill. I should probably raid these provinces. But you know what? I feel like time is on my side. I'm not desperate for extra provinces immediately. I also don't have scouts. So Bird's capital is right here. Oh. Oh. Is this a battle? Was there a battle here? So this is our battle. This is Hinnom getting... Okay, let's watch this. This is his cap circle that got taken over by Indies. So he turned up with an ungeared Melkart, a few ordinary troops, and some Refites. Wow. Archers doing that much damage? That's pretty brutal. It's this guy. Ah yes, the 41 attack, 20 damage true shot Mongbo. That's pretty nice. This guy's at 3. This guy's just an ES. Damn, they have some good loot actually. This is actually a positive, this is a beneficial event. Because you get this loot. Wow, this is actually a good event. Wow, wait, what? I thought they actually won this battle. Did they lose? That's hilarious. And he didn't even get badly, didn't even get afflicted very badly. Oh wow. So they did lose the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight he killed too, so he was quite valuable. But yeah, the Troll Raider is the big one. So that's a Rephite warrior down, which is pretty bad. And these are kind of valuable, 25 gold each. And Zion. Zion attacked Hinnom and won. So actually, this could be bad news for me because Zion could be he could be strong enough to deal me some damage as well. How much did he lose here? So he lost 2 Melaks. They're not completely disposable. That's kind of unfortunate for him. And that's the only noteworthy commanders he lost. And then he lost some troops that I would describe as like slightly above average. Okay, Temple Guards are maybe okay. I wonder what sort of bless you take on a mediocre sacred like this. Wait, meteor? I'm hearing the whistling of a meteor. A luck bless? What the fuck? Flame or a luck? This guy is like a lunatic. I kind of respect him for doing this, but it's pretty funny. Okay, where did this meteor land? Looks like it just barely missed, but that's pretty impressive stuff. That's another one. Oh, and they're casting Thunderstrike and Lightning Bolt. Okay. Are they in a communion? They're just natively Fire 2 or Air 2. These guys have luck. That's actually kind of useful, just to hold the line while you cast Meteors and Thunderbolts. So let's see how much he lost. He probably didn't lose any of these commanders. But yeah, that's 15 Rephite warriors, which is about 1,800 gold. That's pretty terrible. It's a serious loss. And I'm glad that this is happening because Hinnom is my ally. And the best type of ally is the weak ally that is dependent on it. So that's good for us. The Enchanted Tomb. But how much did Zion lose? So Zion did lose a huge amount. He lost 45 of his own sacreds. That's almost 1,000 gold there. And he lost a fair amount of other troops as well. Hobergs. Hobergs. Sadly, it's the early age, so we can't get Hoberg crossbowmen. I was very excited for him. Sorry, kid, but you're nothing compared to a co-oni for being size 1 nuisances. And here's the most exciting part of this turn, which is building a laboratory. Finally, in this Palisades. Looks like I'm going to take this. Don't really need to think about that much more. Roos is sort of sitting around, not being too exciting. Well, actually, this army must be about to attack Bird. So Bird is screwed. There's no way that Bird tries to contest me when Roos has just moved an army. Bird is really screwed. Looks like Pelagia and Roos are cooperating, probably. Or he just saw that Pelagia was doing it and decided to join in. So it answers our question of where his army had gone anyway. So that means I can do what I was going to do. You know what? It would be stupid of me not to raid these provinces. So I know I said I wouldn't, but let's just raid them. Actually, maybe I should even raid the Meshakan province, just to make clear that I'm an asshole or something. But whatever. What was I going to say? So, Zion is still in it. Maybe I should send Zion some gold. That would be kind of funny. Gonna do some site searching over here, I guess. This guy's gonna deposit his blood slaves. Now that this guy's blood 2, and horror marks, which is just a really great outcome. I guess I'll send him there to Blood Hunt. I'll keep this here to watch the amusing drama that's going on here. I'm going to send the scout into Hinnom itself just to see what his research core is looking like. Why can I see this? Why can I see this site? I've never conquered this province. I don't understand why I'm able to see it. That's very strange. Hang on. Horticulturists. Do they have any interesting... Okay, so they're totally uninteresting. They're kind of good researchers, maybe, but nah, it's nothing interesting. So she's fully upgraded. We've got enough gems to make another double batch of alquils. I wonder what my researchers ratcheted up to now. So it's still only at 297. That's not amazing. I'm going to site search this place just for a bit more earth and death. She's the first level upgrade towards Greater Hannyas Pact. Got some co-oni here. I guess I should put the scout onto Bird itself. This guy, I don't know why he's here. What's he doing here? I should just put him... Actually, do I seriously have no worthwhile indie mages? I find it so strange that I don't. Bog of Beasts. Huh. So I can actually train Naminaris in swamps as well, if I build a laboratory there, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I didn't know that. What about wastelands? Except these aren't wastelands. This is a wasteland. Just another crappy nature indie. So ironic that I can never get the good ones. Let's send him off somewhere. The province has not organised any local defence. I'm kind of tempted to raid it, just for fun. That would be very rude though, so I won't do that. A daughter of the sun. Interesting. Should I build of palisades? Maybe I shouldn't build palisades, but I think I want to somewhere. Like, maybe here, because it's such a valuable place. Would be a good place for a palisades. Maybe this one too. I don't know. I've got the gold to do it. Maybe I just shouldn't build palisades. I'm so used to having forts be good in this game that I feel confused now that I'm playing a nation where they're not really that good at all. Let's give this over to her. So I've had an unrest generating commander in my blood hunting province. That was done. In fact, can't these cast... When do we get to cast? I'll send it there. I want full scout coverage. And that's really the end of turn 27. See you chaps next time. Okay chaps, I decided to restart the video in turn 28 and go over it a bit more, because I found something in it. I noticed something after training this. I noticed this guy has the train monster in temple button. I feel like such an idiot. I should have known this. I've been ignoring it. It doesn't even, does it even say here? Like, there's no way for me to know that this is a thing. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. I'm now wondering if I should actually have a demon priest on every single one of these temples, and if I've been screwing up by making temples and palisades and laboratories. Oh, this is so bad. It's so bad, you guys. It's so terrible. And another thing that's really terrible is that I don't think I can use this guy against these Mashakan Lion Warriors, because they are because of their fatigue hits. How do you even fight against all of those fatigue hits unless maybe a Vine Shield and a Gosha parrying? Is it Gosh? And maybe a Cat's Charm, and I could sort of parry their attacks that way. Well, actually, Ethereal could be, but they have magic attacks, so you can't do that. Or could be a thing, but they have high morale. Repel could be a thing, but again they have high morale. Unless you boost the attack skill up to really high values. I might do that. They have a defense skill blessed though, I checked again. So their defense skill and the morale combined are pretty good. It's going to be very hard to repel them. But it could be possible with 4 attack from a great sword of sharpness, 5 from this. It's possible. Like I could be up to 21, 26, and then another 4 from a burning pearl. So I could have 30 attack skill. Could try it. But for now I'm just going to keep blood hunting, because I don't have construction 4 anyway. But yeah, this is really not looking good. Suddenly everything's gone wrong. Everything is a disaster. If he attacks me. He might not attack me. He might decide that it's not worth it to attack me and he should just clear up Zion. I mean, Zion can't be too friendly with him, right? He's probably said, I'll leave you to fight Hinnom for your cap or something. But maybe he'll want Bird. Maybe he'll view me as... He might view me as someone who's too strong to bother with without more information being gathered first. Anyhow. Gonna keep making these guys for the flame arrows. I think they actually have Twist Fate and fire resistance in their Bless too. So the flaming arrows won't be good against the lion warriors, but if it can make the elephants rout, that would definitely be worth it. Cripes. I am really feeling in a pickle now. The attack on Zion was pretty good, but then Mashaka wades in. These Cohens zap a Dione. It's disastrous stuff. Really not good. But I am bringing in some more guys. I've got. I decided to collect some of the free spawn from here. Smolder ghosts are not terrible, and it's nice to have some free spawn just to clog up things. I feel kind of doomed, but that's the end of turn 28. Hello, 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 chaps. Turn 28. Lanka has been totally annihilated. Has cast Mother Oak. We've cast some unimportant stuff, and we have a lot of battles going on. Oh, balls. What an embarrassment. Did he get chunked by loads of... he probably got chunked by loads of these guys with their fatigue. That's annoying. Did he even manage to run away? Probably not. Well, at least I get a real good look at... Oh no. Oh no. It's not even... It's not even magic resistance negates. Oh, they're actually... These are actually perfectly good units. I don't know why people are rude about them. But, yeah. So that was a terrible shit show. We just lost one of our cap-only commanders. Damn, how did this guy die as well? Like, what happened to retreating, you blithering idiots? Okay. No, he's not running away! Yeah, so now run away, guys. Get out of their range! Wait, why isn't he blessed? I forgot to script bless? How did I forget to script bless? Why am I this much of an idiot? I don't know if it would have helped much, but... Damn, that's annoying. How many did I lose then, in total? I lost 2 Dione from 3 raids. One of my 3 raids was successful. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. And in here we lost 50 Coonies, which is not good, but it's a fort. It's a fort. So I've now pissed off Bird, and Mashaka, and these other guys. Oh man, and Mashaka actually has an army here. It's a battle royale. Crap. Oh, I didn't... Oh, okay, so I didn't actually attack a Mashakan province. That's nice. That's something at least. But my goodness. That's terrible. And these guys are afflicted. Oh, I fucked up so badly. At least I have this province. And I don't even have gold left over. How do I not have any gold? Is it because I'm making sorcerers now? It must be. Oh, this is like cripplingly awful. I'm so embarrassed. Got another... Hey, this is a good fort. I've got my first proper fort apart from my capital. Oh! Terrible, terrible stuff. Oh, nice little temple destruction. That's always good to see. Nice little pop loss event. Crap. Well, let's just... What am I going to do? Am I going to do anything interesting this turn? We finally found these heretics, so that's something. It's also a nice little force I can bring over bear warriors. I'm kind of scared of Roos. Is Roos going to conquer this guy? What's going on here? Oh, I do not feel positive about the future now. So he won this time by bringing over 2 Melkots and some more Rephites. I wonder if he geared the Melkots up. No. Ah, he geared this one up pretty well. Damn, this is 18? 18 war elephants? What am I looking at? 18 of them. Why am I looking at 18 war elephants? Blimey, this guy is not messing around. At least there's only 17 war elephants. At least we killed one. I feel... Jeez. 40 Caponite Sacreds, 17 war elephants, a couple of decent mages. I might actually have to run away. Oh no. Like, I attack 2 people for this fort and a 3rd one shows up. How annoying is that? This is terrible. This is like a disaster. And they have fatigue. They're the perfect tool for killing my Dione because they have fatigue. And why am I not... I bet you guys would have been laughing your heads off at the previous turn when I didn't cast bloody Bless in any of my scripts. It's not really my fault that I ran into some pretty hard stuff like Thunderstrike and these Rhino Warriors, or whatever they're called. Lion Warriors. So yeah, we might be getting invaded. Probably not. I mean, he's got... Is he going to invade me from all this way away? Cripes. And I can't even tell Roos. I can't complain to Bird, because Bird's dying. I can't complain to Roos, because he might attack me instead of Mashaka. Mashaka would be the better choice. But yeah, that's the only interesting thing about this turn. I'm probably going to stop the video now and then complete playing it. Because it's just going to be me panic recruiting stuff. I guess Flaming Arrows would be a good counter to the elephants. But yeah, that's the end of this turn on video. I don't want to waste your time with me playing the boring stuff out. So I'll see you chaps next time, and when I start that video I'll tell you what I did next turn, if I did anything terribly interesting. We're above 300 research now. Got Alteration 5 for the... Wait, where's Flaming Arrows? It's actually an Enchantment 4. Better rush that one just to be sure. See you chaps next time. Hello chaps. It's turn... I never check that before the turn actually starts. It's turn 29. And what's the upshot of this turn? Well, I still have a shit ton of gems that I don't know how to spend. Maybe I should actually alchemize all these fire gems. I think I will make a skull fire booster and then the helmet fire booster, put them both on one of my fire 3 mages and then alchemize it. I could just alchemize with 3 fire, but I think you get much better returns. Let's check what the thing says. Transmute fire. So 20 increased by 2 for extra every mage level. So we're already at 24. And if I forge those... No, we're already at... Yes. 22 actually. We're already at 22, and if I forge those 2 boosters I'd be getting an extra 4 gold. But they would cost quite a lot to forge. And more importantly, it would take time for me to actually forge them because I don't have construction 4 yet. I'm not going to get it that soon either. You know what? I think it's better to just get it immediately. Just get the gold immediately. Because I could be using this fire for what? All sorts of things probably. If I save it. But it's going to be used in a bit, like after a delay. And I want to use it now. I want to use my fire now in the form of gold. So I'm just going to go all out. 105 at a transmutation rate of 22 is a lot. What would it be? 1,050, 2,100. So 2,320 gold. That's enough to build the temple here, build our next Ione, that's going to roll next turn, and, perhaps more importantly, it's enough to spam a crap ton of these demon priests. And also keep this spy on Chain Recruit, because they do rack up gold. I mean, this is starting to cost a significant amount of gold having all of this scouting. But you can never have too much scouting, really. Or at least I never do. What else is going on? It'll let me build a cast greater no impact. It'll let me build a fortress here as well. I need to have an indie commander in place to do that. I guess I'll send this guy over to do that. He's not going to get there in time, and then that'll really annoy me. This guy can do it, the Mound King. I knew there was a reason I was making Mound Kings. There we are. So yeah, not much else to report, except that we've got... I've decided to stop attacking here, so I shifted my... Fortunately, Mashaka did not attack me, so I looked like a bit of a pussy shifting everyone back. But let's face it, this is probably a very worthless province. I'd get some gems from it, but it's not really worth it. I could also go in here and attack Mashaka and get this province and maybe attack Bird, but it would just increase my exposure to Mashaka and maybe Rus or whoever's down here maybe attacking me. I just feel like it's not really worth it, because instead what I can do is I can go after Rus, and I can go after Rus's capital. I think, well, that'll definitely lead to Mashaka attacking me, but so be it. It'll just, because it'll kill Rus in a sense, and Mashaka will still be some distance away from me, and that'll be, I guess Mashaka might attack me, but depending on how nice the Hinnom player is, he might still decide to ally with me. He'll still be struggling with Zion, which is kind of amusing, so maybe I don't need to worry about him. What's this guy doing? Where is he? He's in Zion, yeah. Zion has the burning bush and all the rest of it. So, Bird is summoning some whites, and he's got a couple of war mammoths. I'm tempted to send him gold. What I really need to know is who is Mashaka's southern neighbour. Because Mashaka does seem like a threat. Those lion warriors are not a joke. I lost 2 Dionis last turn, that's so annoying. 1-2 Mashaka. And looking at my... So that's finally answered the question of how do I spend fire gems. I could also alchemize my earth gems, but the rate is dog shit in comparison, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, next turn I'll empower another guy. I'll have construction 4 pretty soon, so I'll get some proper blood eco going with dowsing rods, sanguine dowsing rods. Water, I don't have much water, so I don't need to worry about spending that. Earth I can spend on the forts that I mentioned from Alteration 6 or wherever they are. Oh, I actually already have it. But do I have anyone actually capable of... So I need 3 earth and 2 death to cast that. This guy has it, and he's sitting at home researching for reasons known only to a certain idiot who shall not be named. What's the cast range? It doesn't have a cast range, that's annoying. I would have to send them underwater, so I have to send them to the province involved, then build a laboratory, then cast the spell. How annoying. So I've got enough gold for what, 3 of these? So I'll cast on here, and I know it pop kills, I just don't really care that much. Fortresses are more important than population. So I'll cast on here, I'll just cast on each of the thrones. Do I have a suitable specimen for whatever, I'll cast this one later on. It's not really that urgent. What throne is this? Is it an important one? Throne of the Moon? No, it's not important, but it's nice. So that's how I'm going to spend some earth gems. Astral Pearls, I could empower someone, so the question is who I empower. I could empower the Blood 2 guy, except he's horror marked and he's a weak chassis, so he'll probably die. So not him. Well, there's no rush with the Astral. Death, 22 income, huge amounts of death gems. I'm still leeching some into Naminari, which is a great way to spend them, but I actually have more Naminari than I can spend on, than death. I have too many death gems to even spend it them all. So that's a thing. Well, there's an awful lot of options. I just don't know if any are actually good. Like whites is very expensive. I think Gozu Mezu, what's this? These are probably okay, but they're kind of anti-thug. They're not anti-elite. The Trap Souls thing. The Shikome, not terribly efficient at this low level. The Gozu the Ghost General is pretty good as a province raider, but that's about all. The Yukiona, I would need to give a Skull Staff to one of my Water Mages to summon that, which is fine. And then they're assassins, so that's quite good. That would really surprise someone who's not expecting it. What else is there? The Water Serpent. Nawid Nea. A great shark. But it can assume humanoid form. Magically powerful. I might give them a go. I mean, magically powerful, does that mean... That either means they're a mage or they have magic power from scales, so I guess either of those is fine. What else is there? Spirit Mastery, what does this do? It's just crappy. Like, all of these summons are shite. A Spectre, are you serious? Oh, the Spectre is like, maybe that's how I'll spend my Astral Gems, by summoning Spectres and hoping to get loads of Astral Mages from it. Handmaidens. I can't remember what these guys do. Aburukami, this is just another thug chassis, like light thug chassis. This is a load of chaff. I think they're berserkers and stuff. So I already have loads of chaff. It's nice to have berserkers, but I think I might end up not even spending my death gems much. Until like Conjuration 6, 7. I'll get a couple of Yukiona maybe. I'll get a couple of these guys. Maybe a Nawid Nea just to see what it does. But I just don't see any other options. Skullment is another choice. So as you can see, my research is now at a very high 387. It's really ramping up rapidly. I might just spam out a load of Skull Mentors. Because 10 Skull Mentors, which I am definitely going to be able to cast. Maybe 8 to be on the moderate side. How much do they give? I think it's 14 research. So 8 of them would be... why can't I do maths anymore? It's so sad. 116 research. Would be quite significant. But that's all I have to say. I don't feel like continuing an invasion over here is worth it. I think I would rather go for a nice little vicious kill onto Roos. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of crap. So if he like gears his Pretender God, I think she's a Titan. Percuna Tete, the daughter of Thunder. She could probably tank these guys. I need some kind of evocation actually that I can spam on her. Like, well, obviously Banefire would be ideal, but it's too far away. I don't know. Maybe I can't even. Thermal Skull. So I can use Dione Thugs to attack her, hopefully, with a little bit of light thugging. And that's the end of turn 29. See you chaps next time. Hello, hello, hello chaps. It's turn 30. Now let's see what's happened. Our scout got offed and... What? That's interesting. How did these people die? Maybe the burning bush has a heat aura. That must be it. What a funny little thing. This is so crazy. An angel of the host and 3 great bears. What the hell were they thinking? Luck. Luck's an okay bless, but ideally you just cast it as a spell with your astral mages. So I guess it's not good actually. What am I saying? It's not good. Heat aura, luck, heat aura. It's probably actually a pretty decent bless for the crappy temple guard, like these guys. I guess the idea there is they stick around due to luck until people fatigue out. But nah, they're still shit. I wonder what I would get for them. Probably nothing. I'd just ignore them entirely. Or death... No, not death explosion. What was I going to say? So yeah, nothing terribly fascinating about this. It is just people dying to heat horror. Nothing important either. So we failed to see any battles there that turn, which is unfortunate. Is this a scout? Oh, it's a ping, I think. Bird is attacking Rus. Hey, we get to look at Rus's army. That's pretty useful. So, Green Lions. Blimey, isn't that an Alteration 6 spell? So Rus has got some monstrously good research. They've got... What the hell? Is this from an event? I don't know their bless yet, do I? So they've got... Oh yeah. Solar weapons. Pretty good against me, I think. Oh no. Ethereal. So not really that good. Crappy. MR Inspiration. Oh yeah. So this is why I forgot what their bless was, because it's unimportant. And I think this is a... Maybe this is a hero or a summon? It's not a pretender god. What's the pretender god? Does he even have one here? Baba Yaga? This must be another hero. What's this deer? This is a DE summon that I remember. He generates air gems, which is pretty nice. So yeah, not really seeing anything terribly important here. Not looking too interesting. Damn. Killed by a meteor, that's pretty epic. If I ever die, I want it to be by a meteor. So these guys do a shit ton of damage, but they can die easily as well, so I'm okay fighting them. Air elementals, permanent air elementals, that is interesting. Not seeing anything too terrifying there. A deathmatch! Any previous arena champion must try to defend their champion. So I think my... We're starving here. That's not good. Oh, cripes. All of my Bakemono are going to start dying of disease now. How annoying. The demons aren't. In fact, they're not even going to starve because they're not... they don't actually need to eat. All they do is destroy all the food that everyone else wants. So I'm going to compete in an arena deathmatch with this guy. He doesn't actually have a weapon, but it shouldn't matter too much. He can punch people to death. Getting along with some sight searching. This has a lot of unrest. I wonder why. Transmutation. I mean, it's a lot of gems. I was going to say it's a lot of gold, but it's a lot of gems too. 100 fire gems. Maybe I should have thought about that a little bit longer. But the gold is more immediately useful. Ah, we're getting started back on making some more fire gems. And nothing else urgently requires my attention that I can see. So, let's see. I'm just going to transfer my demons onto this guy, because he can lead so many of them. Actually, I'm going to transfer the demons. I'm going to organize the demons like this, if I can. So we basically got the good demons, the larger demons that is. I don't know if they're actually good. And these guys I'll just leave in the province here. That's a lot of Kooni with a terrible morale modifier because these guys can only lead one group at a time without a morale problem. So I'll actually do this. Ah, what a shit show. Yeah, the solars aren't something I need to really worry about. So these two groups will patrol just to kill any enemy scouts. The two Mound Kings will go off to collect stuff. Actually, didn't I send one of them? I sent one of them here to build palisades. This is one of my Hannyas. My future Hannyas. This is another researcher. I've got a pizza right next to me that I was halfway through eating when I started this. I think why am I not eating it? Am I dying? This chap can also... I didn't know I already had 4 of these guys. This chap can go off there. Can build a little temple there. Maybe I could recruit some more sorcerers. But honestly, sorcerers don't actually seem that powerful. I've got 2 who can sight search for air. but I don't feel like I need any more. And by 2, I mean actually 3. I don't feel like they're actually that great in general. I'm going to send them out like this. Also, I have so many death gems that I can feed into my Naminaris, so I'm going to keep on doing that. This guy can bring along... Nah, we'll just let the free spawn pile up for a bit longer. This we're working on. Got loads of gold. So, yes, I need to build a laboratory here so that at some point... Can this guy cast... He can cast Hito Bashira. Annoying name. This chap I'll take over here. I need a Hito Bashira caster to come along. Crap. Well, if I hadn't got my earlier Dionysus killed, I could do that. Oh well. Let's get this guy over there at some point. Why is this guy here? Ah yes, he's also going to be building a laboratory and then building a Hito Bashira. Aha, we've got... I'm going to take a screenshot of this, actually. Come on, why is it misbehaving? Right, because this is pretty useful. I need to know that south of Bird lies Pelagia, and Ulm. Ulm might be a useful ally. Ulm could easily be over here, I'm not sure though. Still quite a few players in this game. A Netter of Kings is Mesheka's Pretender God. That's interesting. She can just do the Hanya Pact. And am I training the little guys over here? Yes, I am. This guy, what's his purpose? Why does he exist? I have no idea. I'm pop killing this kind of rapidly. Actually, not that badly. This commander, I don't really know what his purpose is in life. The enemy commanders have vanished from here. Maybe I should try my luck and attack this province. Just to see. I'm actually going to do that. With this guy. This guy can do it, because he's got some Koeni with him. So he's less vulnerable. Also, can he cast a fire elemental? Let's start with... Oh yeah, I've got some spells now. That's nice. He actually can't summon anything? What? I mean, he can summon... I guess I can just spam skeletons, can't I? Where's my enchantment? So I've got some raised dead. That's kind of crap. But oh well, it'll do. A bit safer against lightning bolts if those Zion mages come back. This guy... I should just kill him or something? I don't know. And I guess I'll leave this one here as well. It's always pays to spawn your neighbour, but not when you have a neighbouring province, so you're not seeing anything that you didn't already know. Hanya Pact, Hanya Pact. More Hanya Pacts. A temple already, that's funny. More site searching. More Hanya Pact. Hey, another 70 gold, that's nice. Maybe I should empower a death mage for eventual vampires, or is that just a meme? It's probably just a meme. Oh, and what was my research? No research this turn, because I'm still slogging away towards Enchantment 4. So let's have a look at the research ramp. It's going up. It's a nice little incline. Income is static. Forts are about to go up big time. Army size barely took a hit on that turn where I lost people in battle. I think that's me in the lead, isn't it? No, I'm not in the lead. This guy is in the lead. Pelagia? Rus? Mashaka? Ermel? Uruk? I don't know who that is. Who is that guy in the lead? Oh! Hinnom! So Hinnom actually has 3 thrones. I didn't notice that. How does he have 3 thrones? Maybe it's just a major throne. Let's have a look. No, they're all the same size. Why do I only have 2 thrones? I only have 1 throne. I haven't claimed this throne. I'm missing out on 2 gems by not claiming this. That's annoying. Doesn't really matter. Not much. What's Hinnom's throne anyway? The inner throne. So he gets a bit... That's pretty good for him. But maybe he probably had order 3 anyway. And that's the end of turn 30. We already managed to spend the 2,800... The 2,300 gold is already spent on temples and laboratories and mages and palisades. And it was 2,000 gold well spent, probably. Crappy scales, but at least we have growth 3. Man, 258 income. Terrible. But I'll see you chaps next time. That's turn 30. Hello, 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 chaps. It's turn 31. And I have finally decided what my next attack is, after being such a pussy for such a long time. Well, at least the past couple of turns, after losing those Dione. I have decided that I'm going to attack Rus. What do Russian wizards even do? Oh, they're nothing special, I don't think. Maybe they'll summon some meteors on me or something. So yes, here's my Russian forces. And here's the Russian army. It just had a little battle against the remnants of Bird. No, that's them sending in a scout, I think. Or maybe this... Why did he send in an apothecary? I think apothecaries are quite nice to keep hold of. Did you script them to retreat? Maybe that was a gem burning attack or something. But in any case, here's the real attack. Bird attacked Rus, and they didn't really have much to attack with, so they lost. And hey, Rus lost their air elementals. That's pretty good. Blimey, Rus has some good magic. They've got both of these gem generating unique summons. That's pretty good for them. Green lines as well, that's an Alteration 6 spell. So Rus has some big dick research. And I was thinking, should I attack Rus? They're not that much of a threat because they're small. And if I attack them, Mashaka is almost certain to attack me. I mean, they have holdings over here. They're definitely going to want to contest this place, considering their capital is right here. And I thought, well, maybe I should go over here and sort of attack these little bits and antagonize Mashaka and maybe carve off a bit of Bird. And to be honest, I'm still tempted to do that, actually. Because here's the thing. Rus's army is all the way over here. They're almost certain to go on to Bird next turn. In which case, I'll be here. Their army will be here. They'll see my army over here. And the next turn, their army will be here. Mine will be there. Then theirs will be here and mine will be there. Theirs will be here and I will have invaded the fortress. Now, the problem with this... so I could easily take them. But there's a bit of a problem, I guess, which is that, like I said, Rus isn't that much of a threat, and they're also in between me and Mashaka, who I think is more of a threat. I think Mashaka is larger, and they have those lion warriors who are pretty dangerous, in my opinion. I mean, I see people downplaying lion warriors, but they seem pretty good to me. I don't know, I'm really undecided about whether to leave Rus alone. Another thing is that I'm on good terms with Hinnom, because we had a nice little friendly chats and all the rest of it, and about these provinces, and about how we're going to divide up these borders. And it's a bit cringeworthy. I think people are too friendly in this game, but what do you know? Another thing is that maybe I shouldn't be worried about Hinnom. Maybe I'm just overthinking all the diplomacy. But I feel like if I attack Rus, I could end up getting attacked by Hinnom and Mashaka at the same time, and it'd be pretty painful. I would still only have 2 real neighbours. But Mashaka would also be over here, so, you know, they'd have a lot of saturation around all my borders. I don't know, if I attack them I only have 2 neighbours. If I attack over here I have a Rus as a neighbour as well. But maybe Rus will be more worried about Mashaka. Except then I'll have a huge border with Rus, because they'll have Bird. What I could do is I could propose a joint... I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking what people do. Another thing is that Zion is still going, and they're paralysing Hinnom. So, I don't know. I'm talking about these intangible diplomatic things, when I think the real deal is just getting territory, just getting these palisades, this juicy 30... He only took growth 1, interestingly. These... How does he only... He must have taken an awake expander or something. How can you have growth 1, a fairly negligible bless? I mean, he took a Titan, I think. I can't remember, though. Yeah, I'm just going to attack Roos. Screw it. He's still small. He's got big research. Can attack him before he has big research and big mage core. So there you go. And one problem with this as well is that these are my armies, and you'll notice that they've got a -2 morale modifier. So this is 210 of the little Koani with 9 morale. They could so easily get splattered by just about anything and then rout, especially in a fort defense where they can't bring their full numbers to bear at all at the same time. So I might actually have to delay this. I might actually have to delay this just for some plus morale items. Oh, I still don't have the research for the good ones. I don't have an astral mage either, so that's very annoying. I think I need to I might have to research construction 4, then spend another turn. Actually, I wouldn't need to spend another turn with waiting to forge it, because what I can do is I can just send I can send this guy. Come on. I can send this guy over to build a laboratory. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. This is probably a terrible sort of like slow, pansy, coward move. Just like not raiding, just like running away from here was a slow, pansy, coward move. The thing is, I already have lots of territory already, so I'm not that keen to expand. Maybe that's a stupid way to think. But what was I going to say? And I've got all this free spawn piling up, so I feel like I may not be a blood nation, except that I'm trying to be one. I may not be a proper blood nation, but I do have kind of free spawn, which is sort of the same thing in a sense. What was I going to say? And I've got really good research. So if I can, I'm sure my researching is stronger than basically anyone else's. So if I can keep on researching faster than anyone else, a little bit later on, not that much later on, fairly soon actually, I'll have amassed like this huge research lead that I can do something abusive with. Now I need another 7 research from somewhere to research construction 4. Like if you look at this, evocation 2 is 100 research points, we can tell from this. So evocation 3 must be 200. And that's what it looks like from 68 and a third. So construction 4 must be 400. So that means 468 research points is what I need to recruit, to like research the thing next turn. So I need some places where I can put people on research. Maybe this place. This temple's not urgent. This guy has 10 research. That brings us just ahead of where we need to be. So here's the plan. Research construction 4. Next turn, build a laboratory here and build a Helm of Heroes, then move my armies here. Actually, I would need more than 1 Helm of Heroes, but I got the gems for that. And then use this laboratory to put the Helm of Heroes on the Daini that are commanding all these guys. And if possible, I think the Horn of Valor is also construction 4. So between those two, that's a +3 morale modifier, which will bring these Ko-Oni's morale up from 8. I thought they had 9. I must have looked at one with a experience star. Yeah, from 8 morale. I'm glad I decided to delay this. 8 is just terrible. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It'll bring it up to 11, which is still not amazing, but it's a lot more workable. It's not such a glaring shitshow weakness. Oh, and another thing I could do, actually, now that I think of it, is I could... What's the morale modifier on... So these guys have a slightly less bad. I mean, they've got neutral morale, and then it's -1 from undisciplined, which is 1 better than the. It's slightly better than the. What am I even saying? I'm trying to remember a word here. It's slightly better than the Daini. So, actually, what I'll do is I will use Mound Kings to command my forces. And that means I'm going to give up on the patrolling here for a turn, even though I've got blood hunting going on. Just to summon another couple of Mound Kings. Each of those are 80 leadership, but this is the wrong province, because I need them to be in the next province along. I might have to delay some Hannyas pacts to cast this. Ah, this has turned into such a shit show so suddenly. Okay, these guys are going to be casting the... Where is it anyway? The not Mound Kings, they're just, what are they even called? I'm forgetting so many words right now. Oh, they are Mound Kings, okay. So we don't need Mound Kings over here because we have all okay morale already. So these guys can research. Now we're back below the research threshold that we want. So this one will have a greater Hannyas pact delayed, and then we're back up above the research threshold. And he's still going there to build the laboratory. We're still doing the plus morale leadership items, but I'm also doing some Mound Kings, I think. Except that this guy, I'm moving this guy into the wrong area. He needs to be there next turn. This guy needs to be here next turn. Oh no, he needs to be here. Christ, this is so confusing. So we have 1, 2, 3. So I need 3, and I've already got 2. What am I doing? I'm so confused right now. So I need 3 Mound Kings. I've got 1. Sod it. I'm just going to overkill it. Just so that I definitely don't have a screw up. Actually, it won't matter. I only need to have plus morale on some of my leaders. I don't need to have it on all of them. I can't be bothered to think about this any more than I just did. So that's that. Whatever. Another thing that's going to happen is I'm sending my prophet over here to build a Hitobashira, which kills 20% of the population and causes some unrest. I'm also casting Hitobashira in this underwater throne province. And yeah, the news. We've got some more news. So I found this is a +1 air gem site. We're getting crappy levels of blood slave income. Some uninteresting events. Actually, they're kind of nice, neat events. They're nice. We had the worldwide arena battle, and we had this happen. So now has Mother Oak and also Mana from the Heavens. Isn't this spell like broken? Yeah, he's going to be preaching everywhere and having stupid amounts of gems now. And has loads of priests, so that's going to be overpowered. What I should be doing maybe is using all of this gold to train some more demon priests. This turn I finally got them to start training monster. I also had a training monster action performed in a previous turn, which I didn't mention. I think it just trains more of the usual Koani. So I've got a few of these priests scattered around training. Why is he going there? Okay, he's going to build a temple there. So I've got a few of these priests now doing the train monster and temple action. But yeah, let's have a look at the arena. So the Master of Games defeated the Bane. The Master of Games has these guys, two gladiators as a retinue. So he was pretty easy against the Bane. The Melkart, however, all of these guys just got frozen by his astral shield. He was equipped with an astral shield, and then he just wailed on them. The Gudu summoned some air elementals and then cast lightning bolt. But the Melkart was able to not get stunned too long, so he killed the air elementals pretty quick. They were also small ones, so they couldn't trample him. And then we have this battle. I accidentally spoiled it. We did win. And we won by such good luck. So here's this guy. It's a Melkart in the prime of his life. He's blessed. He's fully geared. Although some of this gear is a joke, like water breathing. Wow, this is a good item. It's a shame I didn't manage to pick up any of these items. Maybe it's because he actually fled off the battlefield. But chi boots, this is an okay armor. This is an okay helm. this is a pretty good item. This is okay, I guess. So the problem for him here is that he's got extra flame damage, which doesn't work against me because I'm a demon. And he's got, like, the astral shield doesn't work against me because I've got high magic resistance. Fear doesn't work because I've got 30 morale because I'm prophet. But he has better attack and defense skills, and he has much better damage from his attacks because, of course, this is my crippled prophet who only has one arm, so he's literally punching in this battle. However, not to spoil things too much, invulnerability, useless spell, iron skin, kind of useful actually, that was pretty good. Temper flesh and fire shield, again useless. Does he eventually bless himself? Is he even blessed? So he is blessed because he's the prophet. So he's got some regen. He's not going to fall unconscious because he's got good reinvigoration. Actually, he is unconscious right now, but that's just because he cast those spells. Yeah, and he's got no attacks which can actually injure the Melkart. Somehow the Melkart got injured by the Gudu and his Thunderstrike. But yeah, this is the battle, and the Melkart isn't doing that much damage because we do have 27 protection, but we've taken Battle Fright in addition to our previous ones. We're getting seriously injured. We're unconscious again, so it looks pretty bleak for us. But eventually, we cast Hand of Death, dealing 46 damage. So, we literally punch this guy to death. And it's the good old melee off-script Hand of Death cast. And then eventually this guy routs. For some reason he continues to attack for a few turns afterwards when he should have automatically routed from the HP loss. But there he goes. He flees. I think that's why we don't get any items off him. And we get awarded the Ring of Wizardry, which is, of course, a bloody fantastic item. Next turn, I'm going to put it safely in my little, what's it even called? The Magic Item Treasury. Ring of Wizardry, for those of you who don't know, costs a minor amount of 80 astral gems, and yeah, it's got penetration, which is not that important. I wouldn't use this in battle. Magic +1. Magic +1. Oh yeah, it boosts every path. My goodness. Does it boost every... That's incredible. So we got a great one from that. So we were lucky and we got an amazing item from it. And we raided this province, and Zion didn't put any PD there. We're going to raid this province with the same idea as before. Demons in front, horde of skeletons behind. So it's because I'm scared of these cones casting lightning evocations. Same idea here. Horde of skeletons with the gem, off a Death 1 mage, and then 3 instances of Swarm, which weirdly enough don't seem to fatigue her. I don't know why. It should fatigue her. Why is she not refusing to cast this stuff? I'm going to give her an extra nature gem, just because, just to make sure. Because there are 4 of these cones. That's turn 31. A pretty good turn all around. I did eventually decide to delay this invasion, but that's because Roos will probably be delayed another turn over here anyway. So I can do exactly the same thing, catching him off guard next turn anyway. As long as he doesn't put a scout in this province. If he puts a scout in this province, then it's all over and he knows what I'm up to. 472 research, and that's turn 31. See you chaps next turn. Hello chaps, it's turn 32. And I've already played this, so I'm just going to narrate what I've done. So the idea I had last turn was to build a laboratory here, and then when these armies arrived here, I'd have all of the heroic helmets and horns of valor to put on the commanders to take Roos. But I had a change of mind as the turn rolled, which is because Mashaka's army cropped up again over here. And I'm not willing to attack here if Mashaka is going to maybe decide to attack me here. And by the way, he actually killed this Naminari, the swarm and the horde of skeletons, so that's very annoying. And I also, like, Roos did something this turn. He sent these guys in, I don't know why. Maybe he just decided, I just have no idea why he did that. Like, these are perfectly good troops, you don't want to get rid of them. So, I feel like Rus is not a threat. Like I mentioned before, he has good research, and he's beelined some good stuff like the Kernonos, the deer, and the giant spider. But I feel like he's not that much of a threat. He can carry on with his firebirds getting good events. It doesn't really threaten me. So Mashaka, though, is bigger, is more aggressive, has this big army that's right next to one of my fortresses that he might decide is a tasty treat. So I think I will actually invade Mashaka. Not really Mashaka, but his holdings over here. And I just feel like it's the more defensive option, because if I move this army here, Rus is going to scramble to attack me, and he might complain to Mashaka and say, let's attack him together or something. So I think it's more risky to attack Rus. It's getting rid of someone who isn't a threat. Speaking of someone who isn't a threat, I've suggested before that Hinnom is quite low skill. I think this indicates it much more. Horn Blowers, like, what? What is this? He has to be terrible at the game. Zion didn't put any PD here, so I now have both of these provinces. Hopefully Bird doesn't mind. It doesn't really matter since Bird has nothing left. Maybe I should send him an armor for his Titan as like a gesture of goodwill. I wonder if I could forge any really good armors or something. Just something devastatingly good that would make him a lot stronger. What is it? The Kami of Fertility. Nah, I'm not going to give him a gift of free shit. So I've cast Tito Bashira here, and it looks like it maybe doesn't immediately kill the population. It looks like it might actually do it via this lingering sacrificial price modifier on the province. So I'm going to cast it in this province as well. Another factor that made me decide against the Rus attack is that I actually didn't have enough gold to build a laboratory here. Because it looks like all of my mages finish recruitment on the same turn in all of these different places, including the Dione. So I'm really poor. I had 700 gold left unspent this turn. This turn all I've added to my expenditures is like a temple here and maybe another temple somewhere else. Maybe only that temple, I can't remember. So anyway, I've got all of these Kooni loaded up onto these Mound Kings, and they're going to end up in this province, in this fort next turn. If Mashaka attacks the fort, then I'll be able to surprise him by springing out with all of those Koonis, and I think there'll be so many Koonis that I'll be able to put them round on the sides. They might also get trampled to death by the elephants, but they have decent defense skills, so maybe not. And next turn I will indeed have the Helm of Heroes. I'm going to have 3 sets of Helms of Heroes plus Horns of Valor. And I'm also going to recruit a Demon General. And apart from that, there's not really much to say. I got Construction 4, obviously. Now I'm working on Evocation Level 3 for reasons that I forget. I have no idea why, but it's not expensive. I've got sorcerers moving around, site searching. I've got loads of free spawn everywhere. Now this guy's going in to get free spawn shades from this as well. I've got priests, training monster and temple. It looks like it's not a particularly powerful action, so I no longer feel like an idiot for not spending gold on them earlier. In fact, I'm so gold starved that it's probably a stupid idea. Anyhow, that's my next ambition. Do these guys even cost? Oh crap! No wonder I'm having gold issues. These bloody Hannyas are costing massive amounts of gold. Which is okay, it's fair enough, because they are very, very good mages. But blimey, that's why I have huge maintenance. Now it all makes sense. I just assumed that, for some reason I thought that wouldn't be the case. Well, that certainly explains things, and it makes it very important to conquer down here or down here. I'll attack here. I think I'll attack this part, and maybe I could actually start my attack on Rus by attacking Bird and contesting ownership of Bird with Rus, because he's still lingering around here for reasons known only to him. So I'm actually going to attack Zion / Mashaka. And we'll see what happens. I have no idea, though, why my dear ally, Hinnom, he must be very new to the game, because this is not exactly an amazing troop. Oh, maybe it's because of this. Still kind of shit, though. Siege strength 7.3 as compared to, like, these guys' siege strength. Oh, okay. Maybe that is a good reason to make them, after all. It's not the 300, wall integrity 300, and you're making these guys. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I'm keeping behind some demons here just to patrol, because I'm still blood hunting. Oh, that's another thing. I'm powering one of the demon priests, and I'm powering someone else somewhere. I forget who. I have no idea who now. But it's happening, and then they can forge sanguine dowsing rods as well. So blood hunting is getting seriously underway. Not massive, but serious. After a bit, I'll stop sending these air mages site searching, and I'll get them to forge some more alkyls. So that's turn 32. Not a huge amount to report, but next turn I'll have a lot of togged up screaming demons ready to unleash onto this whole area. I mean, this palisade of birds would be quite nice to snag as well. As well as this, this is a Highlands, eh? Kind of valuable for Yomi. I might nab that. But yeah, that's turn 32. See you chaps next time.